Hi, welcome back to my channel. I Can Sew. Today I'm coming to you with a pattern review on a pajama set that I made, which will be the first video in my pajama and loungewear series that I'm going to create for you. Now, it is Simplicity 1504. It says set right here. It looks like a lot. It looks like a lot, but it's not. It is maybe like 8 pieces, and that includes the collar, the facing is on the inside of this, the front, the back, the pockets, the sleeves, and the cuffs. So that is it. You guys, it's very simple. Oh, the 8th piece, don't want to forget that, is the button guide. So you'll really be able to breeze through this pattern if you choose to get it. Now, the sizes that it comes in is extra small to extra large, and that is both in the adults and in the teen. Now, as you can see, this little boy on the front clearly is not a teen, but his outfit is probably a size small. So this includes a pajama dress, a gown, I guess, pajama pants set, same for both the adults and the teen, and it's lined. And it has a pocket and it also has embroidery. It's not lined. It's piped. So you have pipe trimming around it, and it has embroidered pockets. So that's a really cool detail. But those are also details I left out. So also what I did, I love this a lot, but I did not buy enough fabric because of course I got it from the thrift store. So I made them short sleeve. But I actually like it better as short sleeves because this way, I can wear it in the house in the springtime, and I won't feel like hot. So I like to sleep in pretty warm weather, so I won't have a problem sleeping in this. But during the day is when I don't like to be hot, so it's weird. But reading through this, I was very, very, very impressed by the instructions. So you know how sometimes in the instructions they'll tell you how to do a technique one time, and then through the rest of the pattern, it may refer to it, but it doesn't show you again how to do it. So you have to go back to the first or second step where they actually showed you. That's not the case here. In this here, if you have to pipe, which you have to pipe everywhere pretty much, on the cuff, in the pockets, around the collar, and the facing. When you have to do pipe, and I don't think you do at the bottom. No, not at the bottom. But when you have to pipe, it tells you, again, how to do this piping. It also went through things like grading and cutting the corners and making you trim the seams to make sure that it's not as bulky. And I have found that sometimes when patterns require you to turn something inside out, or fold it over like a collar or a cuff, they do not go through the extra details of telling you to trim the seams to avoid the bulkiness. So I really appreciated that about this. And I think as a beginner, that's something we need to actually see in the instructions so that we will remember to do it. So I thought that was a great technique. Now at the bottom, this has a curved hem. I'm going to show you the curved hem. So let me turn this to the side here. See the curved hem. And this was very easy. It seemed like it was a little tricky at first to, get done. But the instructions that they gave were very easy to make sure that I completed it. So I was able to knock this out in about a day. And that included me cutting it, taking so many breaks, walking the dog, going to the gym, just doing a whole lot of stuff, and then coming back to it. So I would say if I had to actually sit down and do it completely, maybe 6 hours. So that is really good for those of you who are planning like a complete family pajama sets and loungewear sets. You don't want to, if you have to sew 4 or 5 of them, you don't want to be in there all day. So this is something that was very quick for you. So again, this is 1504 by Simplicity. Now, it came out in 2021. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I don't necessarily sew things that come out like at the same time they come out, right? So I was very happy that I got this. This was a fall pattern. I picked it up. I didn't know that. And so I picked it up, I sewed it. I'm like, great. This way you don't have to go on the hunt for it, because more than likely when you go to your local Joann store or on the Simplicity website, It'll be right there along with all the other new patterns. So that is a great thing. Now, if you're wondering what choice of fabric you can use cotton blends, flannel, gingham, laundered cottons, batik, calico, chambray, seersucker, and challis. Now, if you're going to use it for children, please make sure that the fabric and the trim meet the flammability standards by the USA, because Simplicity cares, not just Simplicity, the world cares that you are not buying flammable items to allow your kids to sleep in. Like, you can sleep in whatever you want to sleep in. You can sleep in a bag of grease with matches next to you, but do not put those kids in flammable items. Okay, that is actually on the instructions. So I like this. It didn't take me long to make it. I bought these cute little flower buttons from Walmart. Let me zoom in on the buttons right here. They were so cute. It's the first time I've actually bought like decorative buttons. So I thought it was cute. It was very easy to make, to put on. And because I just took a button class, I was able to knock out these buttonholes so easily. Now I will tell you, if you make this, be like really kind of think about where you need buttons, right? Because they have a button up here, and I would never like who sleeps like that. So of course it's going to be open. So if you don't have enough buttons, just count how many buttons it's saying that you do need, and you could probably leave that button off if for some reason you run out, or if you're somebody who needs extra buttons in the breast area for whatever reason, because you don't do that um full bust adjustment, so you'll need an extra button, then just move those buttons down to somewhere else. Now when I do this again, I do plan to add the piping to it, because I like my pockets, but you can't see my pockets because I didn't add the piping. And I think the piping would have been a great detail to really help this stand out. So until next time, you guys, I want to thank you so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you soon. I have a lot of things on my table. As a matter of fact, I may come to you again in the same exact outfit, because I'm going to sew something. I'm going to show you some other projects that I have coming up for the next 3 weeks. Okay? Thank you.